And welcome back to another Dean Coleman autograph. So I accidentally deleted the start of this video like a twat. So this is the start of the video. And we've got some surprise to come to, but it ain't this. We're sitting in a different video. I'll see you soon. Bye. Right, so I've just done the engine oil and the top rados. I am missing the bung that goes in there. I'm going to see if I've got something I can put in there. And then that'd be, and that pipe I haven't got, so, and I forgot the bonnet pins, which is very good. But I've done the oil, radiators pretty much all situated, everything like that. I've got to do gearbox oil. Have I done the shaft? Yeah, I've done the shaft. So I'll do the gearbox oil in a minute. Clutch cable I'll sort out in a minute, and then we're going to jack this side up as well. I have found some penny washers. Where are they? Some penny washers to go on the side of the bumpers. I just got to drill them out, make them a little bit bigger because they're a bit small, and then find a couple of nuts and bolts for that, and make some rear ones. So yeah, that's the update at the moment. When we actually jack the car up and do things like that, I'll start time lapsing when I'm doing the strut, because obviously we're going gas golds. You were seeing that in the last video. So he's having gas golds on it. So yeah, I'll leave you here and I'll pick you up in a minute. Right then, so I keep forgetting things at home. I've left the bonnet pins at home, so I've got to do them for him at a later date. And I also left the bits for the what's it called, brake pipe unions, because on the master cylinder they actually have a Pacific union for that master cylinder. But being me as a hoarder, I had one sitting over there, a whole master cylinder with the unions that I had on it that I cut off the what colour was it? That must have been it. That was the burgundy one that I broke up. So happy days, winner. So as you can see, we got it jacked up, and safety first. We've got the actual stand on there. I was run down for never using them. I was terrible for it. I think it was the fact that I never had them. That I never used to use them. So basically, if they ain't there, you can't use it, can you? So Dad actually invested in them, and I seem to have nicked them. So yeah, poor Dad. He's now lost the axle stands. But as you see, we've got the front strut ready to come out, just there. So with this one, it's literally just 2 bolts, bosh, and then 2 bolts on the top, and the strut comes out. Simple as that. But I realise I've not tightened that up, so I've got to tighten that up as well for the torsion arm. Yeah, silly me. Other than that, that's the front strut on, and then the exhaust, we're missing a fire ring. It's called like a fire ring because it slips over the end, so we've got to order one of those. But I can put the exhaust on, so that ain't the end of the world. So I can do that. We'll put the exhaust on just enough so that we can transport the car, and one less thing to do really. I remembered to got to do a gearbox mount bolt, which I've got to find a longer one. Once that's done, I've got to pull the rest of the brake line, fuel lines out, and then yeah, Bazza's car is pretty much done. Then we can move on to the micro. So yeah, we'll leave it here, put you on time lapse, and me just pulling the shock out and making a brake pipe, I suppose, and we'll go from there in a bit. Well, I see for that little time lapse there. Yay! I actually time lapse something for once. I did the shock absorber. We was missing a bolt for some reason. Part of me thinks it wasn't never there to start off with. So yeah, basically. So we did that. Try finding a bolt to go on the bottom engine mount that goes straight through, but it appears that I don't have one long enough. So Baz might have one down these place. I left the bonnet pins at home like a tit, and for some reason all my brake fluid's gone, so I can't even bleed the brakes. So we're doing absolutely fantastic here. So do the coolant, I can do the bumpers, and then that's about it. I can bolt all like the other bits up, and then I can't do the coolant, sorry, I ain't got that plug. But yeah, I've got a couple of bits I'm missing, which obviously I need, but I can't be helped with that, I'm afraid. Yeah, so I know Bazza's probably got them down his place, so we're doing down his place. Yeah, I'm just making a brake pipe now. So this ain't like the ones I did before, where you put a union on and bloody blah blah. So this one, you have to actually cut them. So these ones are made out of copper. So basically, you have a union like this. Don't know if you see it. This is the special one I said about for that. Basically, what you do is you put it onto the copper brake line, which I have here. Make sure you get it on the right way. Said copper brake line, just there. And this is a flaring tool. So this is a generic flaring tool. You can buy different sort of, what's going on here, pal? Uneven floor. So you can buy like different tools, but this is my one I usually use for the copper ones. So basically all you do with that is you just feed the copper line in through there till you get a bit at the bottom. You tighten her up, and then obviously you've got a male and female end. We're going to use the female end, and then you just screw that into there like so it goes tight. Wind it back out, undo your 10 mils, and then that makes you a bubble flare, what they call a bubble flare. So that is how it's done, sort of thing. So like literally just put it on there like that. Obviously the union's already on there, so don't panic, boys. That back there. Pour it out. Like that. And then that's how I'm using that in there. So that just goes straight into there like that. See where it's like point, I don't know if you can see, but where it's like pointing out a little bit. So that means it's touched the copper. And then all you do is you just tighten it down, 16 mil, until it goes tight, like butts up to it. Back it off. Grab your 10 mil again. Unscrew it. Also, if you're not a mechanic, then this applies, sort of thing. But if you are a mechanic, you're probably thinking, oh, it's just clucking at straws. So, but yeah, and then I've had this tool for about fucking 10 years. She's a bit worn out, bless her. There we go. And at the end of it, you will have what's called a bubble flare, which is one of those. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. One of those bubble flares. And then obviously the union that we're just losing, it will run away. You just have to fight it. And then that'll stop there. Bosh, straight into the back of the master cylinder. And then that is the last brake pipe for Bazz's car done. So yeah, I'll leave you here, and then I'll tighten this up, because if you round them off, that ain't going to be a good day, and I want a good day because I still got to get the micro in yet. Yeah, pick it up in a minute. Well, that was absolutely painful, so I had to make that copper line again and find another fitting, because well, whoever done it before, or whoever had this car before, decided to round that little fitting in there. So yeah, really happy about that. So that was the end of that. Lucky enough, in Dean's piled of bits, had a brand new one, so I treated him to a brand new one. Where we're at, so I've just looked in my oil pile. I have no gearbox oil because I remembered I put it in the K10. What else? I haven't got the bung for the rad, so I can't put coolant in it. I can't do the gear selector by myself because it hasn't got the pin in it no more, and I've cut it off, so someone's got to hold it. What else? I've run out of 13mm bolts, so I'm basically a bumper's exhaust and the roofing away from it being done. Oh, I ain't got no brake fluid neither, so oh, and I left the bonnet pins at home, so I'm doing really well. So we're a little more checklist to do, but we can do that down Bazza's place because he's probably got everything there. But yeah, oh, I've got to put the exhaust on. Other than that, she's pretty much there. Good fun. And then we can push this one out and then get my one in, and then depending what the time is, because I've got to leave here at 2 o'clock, gives me an hour and a half, so probably got an hour if that, and then yeah, we'll pick her up in a minute. Right, so I've dashed down the front bumper, that's all done, the grille and everything like that. I did forget the bonnet pins at home, but we'll worry about that when it's done Bazza's. But that is one sexy arse Nova. Can't wait to get the mini lights on it on the back, and then that'll transform it. But the exhaust is on, but I'm missing a gasket and a clamp because one I've got was wrong. What else? I think that's about it. I've run out of 13mm bolts, so I couldn't do the seat and the column. Other than that, I need to do the, while I'm doing the column, I might as well do that down each place and do the gear linkage all at the same time. But it's literally cut the bits away and it's done, sort of thing. It's not a lot left on it to be done. We can finalise all that down Bazza's place. But yeah, that's that. Right, so I'm going to leave you here and then get loaded on the truck, and then get the micro in and see how long we got until I have to leave. If not, I'll pick you up again tomorrow. Right, so now we're in the evening. It don't look evening, but it's about 6 o'clock, so I'm going to pick Little up from school and that, come back, and then we're getting on with it now. So yeah, so what we're doing, I said previously that I was breaking this car. It's basically all gone. It's like literally, you guys, or if you haven't bought parts, the blokes that have bought parts, it's all gone basically. The only thing I've got left with is an engine, a dizzy and a gearbox. The rest of it, it's gone. So yeah, it's one of them really. So I'm over here tonight because I want to pull it apart. Shell's going Saturday, but I've got to deliver it, so on my way of picking said new thing up, I am delivering this at the same time. So I want to have a day off really because I've been flat out, so I'm literally just going to be cracking on, get this done, and then yeah, try to get it on the trailer tonight and flat out. So but yeah, anyway, I'll leave you here and I'll put you on time lapse when we take the engine out and everything like that, and then basically I'm going to work my way forward, backwards, and then go that way. So yeah, in a minute. Right, so I just time-lapsed you. So where we're at the moment is I'm just undoing these to take the coil pack out. Coil pack? Yeah, coil, because I'm keeping that for the new car. So the coil's coming out, so is the Omex. Yeah, And so on that little one, you see me taking all the loom out and everything like that. So yeah, so the loom's all ready to come out. I think at this point, what's left with this car is the engine and gearbox. Everything else is sold. So if you need a race engine done by Mill Hill, and then give us a bell. There's one here for sale. And a gearbox. I think I'll take 1,300 quid on the engine and £200 on the gearbox. The gearbox is an S5, if I remember rightly. So yeah, if you want a engine and box, hit me up. Right, so that's that all undone. Said coil. Yeah, well, I'll leave you here, otherwise he's going to get bored of me in the end and switch off. You probably already have, but I'll pick you up when we're just about to drop the engine on the floor. See you in a minute. Right then, so where we're at the moment is I've got all the wiring out, I've got all the battery box that's gone, all the fuel pump. Right, so it's the next day. Last night the GoPro died, and you know the one. I've been on it all day and I was just like, I want to get it done. So the old girl stripped, loaded up, so we're going to drop this one off on the way to pick the new one up. So hopefully maybe in the morning we might be able to film something with the fella if he wants to go on a film. If not, we'll leave it there and say our fair goodbye to the old girl tomorrow. I've got Dad helping me, just pushed it up, and then yeah, so this clip for today, and then tomorrow morning, I think it's 5 o'clock start, so early one for me again. I'm knackered as it is. Yeah, Barry's all happy with his Nova. We just dropped that back home to him. Obviously he don't want to film because he don't want to be on camera very much, bless him. Got a like his privacy and everything like that, but he's over the moon with it. I'll see if he'll do a little clip for me. So yeah, I'll leave it here. I'll pick you up when we're on the road trip tomorrow, dropping this bad boy off. See you in the morning. Right, so it's about 6:30 in the morning. Just stopped off at Maidstone Services quickly because the road was closed. So we've got the trailer and the micro all loaded. We'll drop it off on the way. So yeah, pick up at the next services. See you in a bit. Right, and that is just dropped off, and it's gone, just like that. And that's the end of that. So that leaves us with an empty trailer. So now we're off to go pick up the new toy. So how's your big experience going so far, Emily?
Hey, I thought I was going to get.
What about you, Sprig?
I didn't know they had.
Oh no, they're more interested in spending the money I do. So yeah, right, pick you up in a minute. Right, so now we have made it to the destination, and this is what we're picking up. Another Nova. So this is just a rolling shell. Bit of an impulse buy really, after doing like Bazza's one. This is what we come up with. So I had to put the front struts and that on it, so that's all on. Just enough to get it home. But yeah, buzzing. It's gonna be fun. Right, so we're all loaded up now, ready to go. Bought some panels and things, got an engines. We love it. And cheers for the boys here for sorting me out. Much appreciated for this. Yeah, definitely be there. Look at that.
Sponsored by the man inside.
So yeah, because of these boys, is why we got another Nova. So cheers, lads. Right, so we're at another services about 90 miles away from home. Yeah, it's not too bad, but in all fairness, this has got to be, considering I like buy and find deny. I don't like to be in people's faces and that too much, but from what I've seen, it's got a little dink here but we'll pull this out, that's not a problem. I've got to put some front struts in it here to stop the wheels from fucking off backwards, but it's got all brake calipers and everything on it. They're kind enough to give me a couple of bottom ends, saying that we can play around with, I suppose. Yeah, it's not a bad little go, to be honest. It has failed on tagging, so we've got to go around that as well. I think it was on like a couple of bars. I think it was like a 1 door bar here, and something like that, but we're not really bothered about it. This is like, yeah, good bit of fun really, isn't it? So yeah, I'll leave it here. I'll pick you up when I get home, and then we'll do an ender over the yard. But Champagne Supernova V2. Bazza's got the first one, I've got the second. All these are going to be fun next year. Can't wait. Right, so we are now back at base at HQ. What do you reckon, Nast? Eh? What do you reckon of the new car?
Yeah.
Good? Right, well, that's that, I'm afraid. That's me done for the weekend, I think. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you like this one. New car. We're going to race this one at Victor Kent, as well as the 5. And then, yeah, just a bit of fun, I suppose. Keep it going, and hopefully bring a bit more content. I know it's a Nova, and you probably are bored of Novas, but stick with what you know. And
Where's the ball?
I know Novas. So
Where's the ball?
with this, we got this and the 5. So yeah, I'm really excited for what's to come. And yeah, anyway, just a like, comment, subscribe, and oh yeah, big thank you to Callum and Josh for all the help today, loading her up and getting all the bits, and Dad, I can't remember your name, mate. Sorry, leave it in the comments. Tell me I'm a knob. But yeah, anyway, big thank you for them for even telling me it. So yeah, right, anyway, I'm going to leave this one here. So if you give us a like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned, and I'll see you in a bizzle.